They're super inconsistent.
It's okay. We can go over the scrim.
Cool.
And I said it earlier to Wayne, but like I don't know what's going on with YouTube's end, so it's just taking a little bit longer than normal to like upload those scrim like VOD reviews. But it's better this way too because now you can actually kind of hear about it, I guess, more or less.
Mm-hmm. How do you want me to do it? Do you want me to pull it up or?
I'm not sure. It seems like I'm having a little issue here with I mean I have the
Okay.
it's not working right now. Might need to pull it up just in case. I also could just go off of that YouTube video so we have comms as well.
Might be better because I can't get logged into League either.
Okay. I think League might be having an issue or something.
Keeps trying to log me into the PBE.
Okay. So unfortunately you won't be able to hear the comms right now, but like once you watch over this, I guess VOD review, it'll be easier for you. At the same time, I can just like tell you what's happening, like what people are saying. We're gonna fast forward the draft here, just get in.
Confused.
He all of a sudden was like demon mode. Demon.
I can't.
Skip ahead. Okay. But bear with me as well. It's gonna be really kind of difficult to see. But I can always redo it later when we actually get the like League client working. Okay. So this invade is fine. This is really good for you guys. Good. This is good.
I'm pretty sure, but
the second she runs out here, we're gonna see here on Nautilus's POV. The second she runs out here, you guys should just immediately go down and reset because there's really no point in you staying here.
Unwarned.
check.
Because like you guys are staying here for like no apparent reason, and like at this point as well, what they could do is they could start the blue, and so as bot lane, what you guys should be able to do is you guys should just recognize and say, you know what, it's fine, like we just cancel out. We just need to go out immediately. And if he is gonna go start his blue, then what can end up happening is that you guys in the bot lane can actually go into their lane. Hey Wayne, you might just want to word his ret. I'm gonna do a final try here at just trying to load up the VOD.
Okay, that's the thing issue there.
If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
He's so late.
Like, it's so weird. I guess it's just dead. Okay.
Yeah, except for Trundle, yeah, I got there incredibly late. Let's try to make sure we get level 2.
Okay, the wave is fine for you guys here.
First act.
Yup.
Aw.
Make sure you always try to, get that line on the queue. I think you just mentioned it as well. Make sure you play up in this lane. So the way that you guys should be doing, and this is like on UN support mostly, is you should be playing kind of aggro in this lane. It's just Renata 1. Renata 1 at most is going to be able to kind of throw you at Nautilus or just W empowered Jinx so that she gets a little bit of attack speed. But more than that, there's not much going to come out of this because unless you're playing up, that allows Jinx to play up into the lane. So Jinx can literally free hit him with rockets essentially, or just walk into the lane and evaporate these 3 minions right here. Always play aggro on Lucian. That's exactly why you pick Lucian. We want to play aggro. Do we need a pause?
There we go. Okay, push for level 2.
You don't still fine in the bot lane.
This shouldn't be happening.
Here. Well, okay, you guys get
good. No flash.
That was a good try.
7:30.
I don't have hook up for 2. 1.
You're good.
Hook's up.
Alright.
W's up.
Let's push back into us. It will very slowly.
Renata still doesn't have W.
Yeah, she's right in there.
This is still fine. This is still fine.
I got a ward.
At this point, you should literally call for your support just to actually like take the plunge here and throw Q out. Because at most, you just get Renata. Jinx really can't cover that fast. And, like, Nautilus is in a prime position of power. Like, if he just Qs here into the wave blind, it's still
Get her?
fine, even
Hello?
if she is on that angle. Yeah, this is good, this is good. Going forward is perfectly fine. Nice. After she walks back, you just move out. Because she's going to path up. So, like, what you did here is you walked back and forth, and now this entire wave is focused on you and is hitting you, and then she also can free hit. Were you assuming that, like, she was going to be able to just get chunked a little more?
I don't even know why I continue the fight.
Because, like, there's a cannon wave here, right? And so rather than it hitting your cannon, which is, like, really awkward as well, because when we're talking about the dynamic of waves, like, since they're hitting you and they're not trimming this giant cannon, the cannon is actually killing CS, and now you're in a situation where even if there's 3 minions here, it eventually will have this kind of pseudo slow push. Because nothing is hitting this cannon, and it's all just focused on you, and plus you're losing out on HP from this.
I'm gonna close out of.
This still slow pushes into us.
Yep. At this point, you're saying it's still
So we just go
slow
right back in
pushing,
on
so that's
Renata.
good.
Let me pot up. But then yeah, I'm ready.
Did you see Flash? Vlad's very low. I can't pass yet.
That I don't know, but I know Jinx
Still
did.
looking
I'm
for
gonna
an
come,
angle
there's
here.
she's
Nice,
coming,
he gets the
coming,
angle.
Oh fuck, I might be dead. No, I'm dead. Be careful. Careful chasing, dog.
Let me just reset. Or not reset, but do it again, do it again.
Sorry, I've got 2 seconds of the hook. 1.
I have heal, they don't. They don't have ignite either. Or
Nice.
exhaust. They have no sums. No sums bot. I don't know how long heal and that cooldown is though.
We do have to be careful though. Renata has W.
Hey, this is still fine. This is still fine.
Going to double pedal.
Sorry, I'm quiet. By the way, there's
Good
really
job,
nothing going on
Jinx
in the bot lane that you
for
guys are doing
that.
bad on. So, like, you know, rather than scrutinize, you know, breathing or something like that.
This pushes back in.
Okay,
So
that was really over ambitious from him. At most, yeah. I mean, right now on the play as well, you're calling for him to go in like when the wave actually
sorry,
bounces.
guys,
This
my
is
mic
fine.
was muted. I didn't know.
But you guys are
All good,
definitely in
all
a good position here. Okay, trim the wave.
Careful fighting.
Nice.
Our bot's pushed in, so. Yeah. Their bot lanes are.
Feel free to spam your cookie. You have a cookie here. Feel free to spam it, especially if you're down 40% HP. There's just no reason to hold it, even for mana at this point. Like if you're down mana, sure, hold it or hold on until you know you're gonna exhaust your entire like cooldown or whatever. But at the same time, because you have missing HP here and you're into a volatile Jinx who can free hit you from half a screen away, you might as well just use it. This is not on you guys.
Alright, my ping's spiking.
This is really, really over ambitious from jungle.
I
So
can't go, I'm
yeah,
super-
this is good just to stay in the lane. Nautilus should have
yeah,
stayed as well.
Yeah.
Because like even if he does get 1 or 2 minions here of XP, that's still a far bigger lead than Renata's getting for this roam.
That's my bad. I need to figure this out. What the fuck?
Try stop streaming for a
Stop
little
streaming.
bit.
Stop streaming. You're fine. Stop streaming. There you go. Okay, there we go. Now it's
Wait,
a lot easier to watch.
Yeah, my bad. I just
Feel
noticed.
free to close Steam as well.
If you can hook Renata, go in.
Okay, on this play, you're calling for the hook on Renata. I honestly would disagree with that because they're both in the wave. This is actually really difficult for Nautilus to do this. Instead, what I would suggest is possibly let the wave crash, and then on the recurring wave that is kind of ways behind you, but still on the way, what you would do is then you have an easier way to access. Because like even if you do go in here on this situation, their wave is huge. You don't have a cannon anymore. And so this entire wave plus Renata plus Jinx are focused on you.
Okay.
And like all you have is like a biscuit that you just pop,
Preferably
sure,
just
but like that's
Renata.
about it.
Okay. Oh, that
Like,
was
you
really
get
good,
lucky
though.
here, okay. Nice, good dash.
Spiking.
Yeah, and you just go for CS at this point. I don't think that you guys want to
just wanna
play over
reset.
ambitious.
Turn was going bot. Turn was going bot side.
Just, yeah, trading into the wave.
Yeah, if you feel like you can't walk up, just freely use W as you just did, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's miscommunication on, I think, support's end, because you said I just want it back, and he's still looking. And, like, right here as well, what's going to end up happening in a second is because she's throwing Nautilus, I think you try to instinctively flash to kill her, but it's not... Okay, so the problem with this lane is that Nautilus counters... Or, sorry, is that Lucian counters Jinx, but Jinx will also scale harder than Lucian, especially if she's able to get more kills than him in a trade. She's always going to look for the 1-for-1, meaning that if she dies, she's going to take someone with her because it's always going to be beneficial. What ends up happening in this case is that you flash forward, so you have no escape here because you're going to flash E or something like that, I think, in a second. You're going to burn both sums here, and then you're basically a sitting duck because you don't have, you know, anything to save you from this Jinx who has more HP than you and who hits harder on autos slash like consistently on autos. And like we'll see in a second.
It's fine.
You're gonna
I
flash
just
E
want
on
back
her.
on that, no mana now.
Yeah, and he's calling right now. I just want back. I have no mana, and look how far he is from you. Like he has to kind of cross ways away, and he has flash, sure, but the flash will only take him to that far, or like let's say at most this distance. Like he's not gonna be able to go this aggro. Look what happens in a second.
No,
this is kind of like the red in the bull's eyes. There we go. And now, sure, you kill her, right? Which is good. Also, you are lucky as hell that she used W on Jinx. If she had W'd herself, then like she's staying alive, because then they just kill you for free. You don't even get 1-for-1. But like now you've flashed, right, and E'd. You have no HP here, and you're trying to run all the way out, but you have no escape from a Jinx who has rockets still, and now he has the attack speed as well. And what's even worse is that because you committed to that play and because he saw you flash forward or like the miscommunication, now what he does is he tries to save you quick enough or tries to at least make this go even by flashing, autoing the Jinx here, and then trying to just full combo her. But it just does not work out, and now he's going to die for this as well. Yeah, and now it's way too late. Even if he is going to, you know, hit the Q on a wall, it's just way too late, and now she has 2 kills. As opposed to like you guys just letting the wave bounce, buying here, you could have just bought like a pickaxe or bought like longsword boots or something like that, and it still would have been beneficial, because I'd rather you not go for like in plays like that than go for like smart just backs. Because it's just easier, like, if Jinx has no kills and you're still up CS or you still have better wave management than her, then it's fine. Then it's still something Wukong or Vex can deal with. Especially Vex, who, you know, I was talking to Awayne when I was kind of privately VOD reviewing with him as well. We need to make sure that we're having smart roams. And, like, this is not kind of setting up that smart room culture that we want.
Saw opening and kind of didn't communicate very well.
Yeah, right now in comms you're saying you saw an opening, but just because you saw an opening doesn't mean that you necessarily need to go for it. Because they're like, if you push the wave on them in that certain circumstance, they're more fucked, especially if you call for jungle to help. Because you should definitely call for jungle to help on that play. Okay, Noon Quiver buy is good here.
All good.
Nice. You had to hold a freeze at this point. You don't even go here. If you have no, I'll just give you a general tip. If you have no entry past that middle point of mid lane or of the bot lane, there's no point in warding this. Because what ends up happening is that they will always have prio. Typically, the lane who has prio, the side that has prio, whether that's blue side, you, or red side, will always control this bush. And so, like, let's say in this certain circumstance, because the minions are actually on this line and not in the middle of the lane, they will always have prio. Sure, if you push now, if you're the one pushing and you're the one being the aggressor in this situation, and you have your wave, let's say right here, just outside a tower, or even in tower for that matter, now you can control this and you can deny vision. But because you don't have that lane control, you can't go for vision control. And now what ends up happening is that Renata can get free, you know, 10, 15, 30 gold on you. We're essentially just giving them gold for the pursuit of vision. And we don't even need to do that. We can proactively think about wards. We don't even have, you know, try warded. We can think about placing this normal ward in try, especially if we're going to get shoved in here against a Trundle. And we know Trundle can die. We know, you know, they're trying to play around the map. They're trying to play effectively. We don't even have, you know, Dragon essentially warded like that. Sure, we have like one pink over the wall, but that's about it. We can literally dynamically place a ward right here, and that would gain access for when Trundle or whoever else runs down the lane. I think you guys also have a ward across, which is also smart.
If she pulled out her selfish channel on me, I'm dead.
But yeah, on this point, you might as well just let it push. You need to freeze, I think.
He got 6 out of vision.
Yeah, and then after that, I think you guys just back out.
Yeah, my ping.
Because now you're not in the wave. Because you just went for that. You're not in the wave here. And sure, you got cannon, and that's good. but like your wave is kind of in a weird spot. You can't control it. You can't kind of get the straggle red side minions that are dying here. You're losing out on XP as well because Jinx is on the way down. Renata's whole goal there is essentially trying to peel both of you off of the way for XP, and it doesn't look like much, but like at the same time, you know, that 5% HP slash mana that both of you guys lost, you know, could kind of equate to something later on. That's about 2 auto attacks from Jinx at this point, or maybe 2 rockets. Also, this is just like a niche thing. Don't be afraid to just auto this. If you have vision, don't be afraid to auto that ever. Because that denies Trundle the ability to go over the wall. Because Trundle's not going to Zeri E over the wall or anything like that. He has to run literally into lanes. And so if we are taking out this blast cone right here, it's essentially way easier than just, you know, oh, Trundle's running in my lane. He's running me down.
Yeah, my ping keeps spiking to 120.
Okay, this is fine. Are you running anything right now?
And League. I checked Task Manager too.
So fine, this is still fine.
That freaking Guardian bullcrap is super annoying.
What I want you to do here on this play, since you know that they're going to hold a freeze, your jungler is towards top side right now, so he can't really cover or help break it. What you should do is, since he's playing other side of the map, go take his Krugs. You'll still be in XP and gold within this Jinx. You're not going to be too far off. She has a kill over you and maybe, let's say, a little bit more CS than you, but other than that, it's not really dire.
He's missing. Vlad's missing.
Like, look, she's controlling the wave too. So to be honest, actually, disregard what I said about taking Krugs, but if she did hold a freeze here, then you would. But because she's like trimming it slash like trying to shove, like perma shove, then we don't really need to worry about that. But like if they are holding a freeze, you might as well get something out of it. Same way, if you're playing red here and you don't have control past that middle point and they're holding a freeze, you know, on their side, you might as well go get the ground.
So I think he's still on your red.
Yeah, he probably made some item.
She's got flash in 20.
Vlad definitely head towards bot side though. Careful.
Okay, on this circumstance as well, since you guys shoved in and then awkwardly were like sticking around, what you could have done was just literally a cheater for whatever minuscule buy you could get. Because on this back here, that would mean that you get boots here, which is like really, really good, assuming you didn't go magical footwear, and then your support can go armor for Jinx. Because like the way, look at this, like 2 minions, and the wave is shortly on the way here, there's not much you guys can do. Like, even if, like, because their only choice is to perma push. But by the time they perma push, you'll be back to lane since you have boots and your support also has boots. Also, I'm gonna help you on the rune build for ADs as well. It's changing, so right now it's going to be actually Overgrowth and Second Wind. So a lot of ADs are going secondary, Second Wind, and Overgrowth. Overgrowth is that one rune where when a minion dies, you gain health. It's super good. Like it's actually kind of a broken one. And then Second Wind as well for sustain.
20. Gotcha.
Vlad definitely hit.
Like total biscuits of rejuvenation are good and all, but at the same time, you know, it's not as good as it could be, especially when we're talking about like never needing to heal that much. Like we could easily just get like 90 to like 200 extra HP in like waves.
Yeah,
and like for a squishy champion like, you know, Lucian, who has like 867, I think at this point, it's just going to be extremely dire. Yep, good. Recognizing the slow push. Nice. Equalizing the wave into the middle of the lane. This is good. This is good. They have a bigger wave than you, so naturally this will push always towards your side. There's no point in the roam here.
Right now on me. But not much.
You guys could have roamed, but if they said anything earlier, sure, but they didn't say anything, so it's fine. Yeah, and at this point, you literally need to hold a freeze. Nice. I think you're holding a freeze here.
I can't even walk up. No. I don't want to pause the game.
And then yeah, pause. I think you guys pause here because he's having leg issues or something. That's another thing we talked about, mentals, making sure that we all are on the same page, and we need to keep it consistent in terms of mental, because we don't want anyone to mental boom.
Vlad's looking towards your blue buff.
Spiking.
It's okay, it's okay.
At this point, we tried.
Are we not on like official league servers, something like that, when we go into a custom game? Is that why?
No, you are.
No, we are.
You're on the Guatemalan servers.
Oh, huh?
The Guatemalan servers in Guatemala.
You're trolling, right?
Yeah. You're still.
I was about to say. I was like,
you're on
capping,
the
right?
you're on the official one. You're in Chicago.
Good.
Yeah,
I
this
was
is good
really
still.
confused for a minute.
They're gonna push harder. Be vocal. Right now, you guys haven't really said Wukong come bot. Be vocal if you need Wukong, especially if we're on util. Because like right here, if they're pushed like this, and we know that Jinx has flash or whatever, or like Renata's not 6 yet, pull the trigger on the Renata. She's not 6, or pull the trigger on the Jinx rather. Like both of these champions are pretty much idle right now, because it's going to be very, very difficult when you guys do decide to take a fight, and then later Renata will have ult, and then we'll kind of turn that around on you. Because like especially here, they're like perma push.
You're 6.
Like he's walking here, you comment if you're 6, come bot. This is good. This is great proactiveness. Now it's under tower, so now they can't fully do it, or now you can't fully walk. That's kind of awkward, but you should have definitely held a freeze. If jungle is coming here, Nautilus, you should say, yo, Nautilus, hold this wave. And he just needs to press W, and then he's essentially shielded.
Hey, dog! What are you... What's going on?
Damn,
I got carried away with it.
Yeah, they completely dipped.
Okay, since they dipped here, and you guys took the wave, you need to also back. Because now you're not on tempo. Like, you're going to be behind in this situation. Also, I'm not quite sure why the support's maxing W. You don't need W in this matchup. At most, you'd go for Q, since you're trying to play make. It's Q max and then W max, but again, that's something I can talk to him about. Yeah, on that situation, you just back, because now you have a perfectly even state, where now it's crashing in the middle of the lane. But they're on the way with new items. They spent the gold. You guys are still pocketed 800, and I think you have like 1400 or something like that. Let's
Ward careful. They could be definitely just sitting in the bush. So is it not worth to try to shove the wave? Because I think
no.
So we end up calling, but we notice it way late.
Well, I mean,
either way,
like, there's no point in shoving the wave, especially if they backed way earlier when you guys were trimming that other wave. Because by the time you're done that prior wave that crashed into your tower, they're gone. Right? Like when Wukong was walking down for the gank, they're already gone and they're on the way. So if you're shoving here, what's going to end up happening is that they're going to be able to freeze that wave, because you're essentially bringing it to them. And like in this certain, let's say you immediately backed when you took that wave underneath your tower, right? In an ideal situation, what's going to end up happening is this. You're not going to be able to interfere with the wave, and they won't be able to interfere until obviously they enter. And there's no way for them in good consciousness to let this push into them. Because like these minions won't do anything, and you're already arriving. You haven't hit their minions. And so if they're hitting your minions, then it's just going to... Sorry, wrong arrow away. It's going to push into you again. So it's fine. Plus, it's casters and melee. You never really want to worry about like this type of wave too much. Typically, when we're talking about the context of like bouncing waves, so like cheater recall and stuff, it's always going to be about cannons. Cannons give you the most gold. They're super efficient, and they give you the most XP as well.
Did they reset and just hard shove this?
Yeah, because like you guys are calling for hard shove, and like they reset and stuff like that. But like if she had tier 2 boots, if the jungler also holds, because like jungle could hold here in the bot lane. And yeah, that's exactly what actually happens here. Look, and now they have a freeze, and now you guys have artificially put yourselves into this awkward position again, where because you guys wanted to shove in aggressively, now you're gonna come back and you had to break that. And then they just perma play like with this wave like this.
I have a huge wave. Let me try and clear this if I can.
Like you could go aggro, sure, and like go Q the wave or W the wave whenever you can.
We don't win a fight.
But yeah, you need to respect their like kill pressure.
Yeah, he is.
I'm here.
I'm here as well.
That or if they like exhaust you or something. Maybe.
There's a bunch here, guys.
Yep, he should have ulted the Jinx, not the Renata. You fire your ult there. Yep. This is fine. This is fine.
Did they use any?
We also should have ran exhaust instead of ignite.
Jinx ult, yep. Wow, I was stuttering.
And then, okay, so that's bad. So this is really, really, really bad. Because look what happens in a second, right? So you guys are mid-fight.
Did they use
She
any
ults.
stuns? Hey,
Nice.
Both of you look. And now what's ending up happening is that we have this awkward situation. Look, we have 4 screens on the same play. Only 2 screens are actually a part of it. You guys are not even in it. But look at your HP bars here for a second, because they're both going to get shredded because neither of you guys are paying attention. You guys are more focused on where it actually is going.
wow, I was stuttering.
Well, your HP bar is actually fine, but his gets shredded for the most part. And now because they see that you guys aren't even paying attention or AFK'd in the lane or anything like that, they strike. You know, this is really smart for them because look at this huge wave too. For some reason, you guys stood still against, 2-0 Jinx. And now it's just so awkward here. This is a good trade. Miss flash. Yeah. This is good though that you pulled the trigger on that. I like that. But after that,
Flash
if anything,
the other
you
way.
flash back. Yeah.
Yeah. Controlling.
Now you're dead, and now he's dead too. Because like he decided to stay. Like we're over ambitious in the bot lane, but there's not a lot of comms. We need to have comms. Because like you guys aren't talking to each other on what you guys want specifically to do. And because you both died here, this is super bad because she gets another 2 kills and got 3 plates. Like your tower just got supremely junked.
So is it okay for me to be calling it in lane?
Calling what?
Shots.
Yeah, why wouldn't it be? If you have a voice, even if you want to shout call too, you need to make your voice apparent. Don't be quiet. Do not be quiet, because if you have a good voice and if you know what the correct play is, or if you have a good sense of game or anything like that, then you need to just be vocal and you need to make sure that it's heard.
Okay.
Because the last thing you want is like you want to be kind of quiet. You do not want to make sure that like you're just quiet to yourself, because your support doesn't know what you're thinking. Like you guys have not played that long that you guys can read each other suddenly. And even
Gotcha.
then,
I
you still
thought we were
should,
trying
like,
to go off. Yeah, never mind. She's leaving. Gotcha. She stays for another play, and he might be able to. Yeah, that was my bad. I thought we were going off of his shot call the whole time, and then he was so quiet. And I was just, and I guess
no,
I didn't do
I'll
anything
have to
about
talk
it.
to him
But
about that too. Like, I don't know why he was quiet. Maybe what we do for the dynamic of the team is not so much have him shot calling. I think what we'll do is Wayne mid and then you shot calling, because top and support don't really talk too much.
Like other than
but for like shot calling in the lane, you just need to dictate if you need to. If you want to say something, feel free to have all the energy. This is a great collapse. You guys did this. This was perfect. Nice. After this, just go back to lane. Nice.
Bloodbath.
Nice. Shove in and then back. You just got a kill. Nice.
Trundle no flash though.
And you just back because you can literally buy mythic here.
There were not a flash there.
And we're just like delaying because there's like no point in doing this. Because like now we're going over, and again, we're not hitting the blast cone. If we have vision, we need to hit the blast cone. This would be another example of a cheater recall that we missed.
Jinx missing.
We would come back to lane actually a lot faster because we'd be a lot faster onto this play because we actually have tier 2 boots here. Tier 2 boots on Lucian is not going to be as beneficial as Gale Force early. Like you'd rather just spend the money on Gale Force. Like Cloak, and then on your next back it'll be literally 425 if you had just bought Cloak.
So I always get weird with Cloak. I don't know if it's worth buying. I almost always skip it.
Okay, so sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. In the case that you need the mythic in order to deal more damage, which is essentially how Lucian is played here, you need the cloak because you're trying to build into Gale Force. But when we're talking about champions like Jinx or other attack speed champions, Aphelios, Jinx, let's say Varus for this example. I'm trying to think of a few others, but let's assume we're talking about Xayah as well. You can just go Zerkers, champions that like scale off of attack speed.
Okay.
Vayne too. Vayne is in that kind of mix.
Okay.
Sorry, go ahead.
But anyone else, Cloak is worth getting.
I mean, especially if your champion, especially if your champion gels with crit or gels with that Gale Force.
Yeah.
It's like Jin and Lucian love going Gale Force early just to dash. Some people are also going kind of, you know, Gale Force instead of Kraken early as well, just to dodge CC and hard engage. It's not a bad item at all. Like in this certain circumstance, just because you're Lucian, your attack speed at most is literally just benefiting how many autos you can do after you cast an ability. You're a caster versus attack speed. Normally it's bad, but in the situation of Lucian, where you can immediately start casting abilities, it's perfectly fine. When we're talking about the context of Jhin or someone who's like slower and has to reload and stuff, then it is difficult. But again, because you're Lucian, you have a segue into that damage, and PTA at that as well. Like we should absolutely be playing aggro with Gale Force, and plus Gale Force would allow you to dash out of really weird situations with Trundle later on.
Shins and River.
Like if you guys backed there earlier for that cheater, now you guys would jump back to this like cannon wave here, right here.
Trundle's here too.
After this, back.
Trundle no flash.
Because she has a huge wave, and your wave is like on the way. You'll miss at least, you know, 3 minions at most. Or sorry, at most 3 minions. And like here, let's say we want to make this play here where we do not decide to back. This is perfectly fine to control vision. But let's make sure that we have Blast Cone down if it's up. And at the same time, if we don't plan on going back to lane, or if we automatically assume that the wave will crash and Jinx will hold, or we have no idea where Jinx is in this lane, right? No vision, no one said anything. Feel free to roam mid. You might as well just go mid, because there's nothing stopping you from going mid at this point. Because if Jinx does kind of cross through this way, at least you'll have vision off it. Because like right now you're pretty much not getting anything out of this. Like you might as well help the team in the event that it goes bad, or Trundle covers, Jinx covers, or Renata covers. Because like now we have no idea where Jinx is on this lane.
Jinx missing. Jinx is coming up the river.
And like they lose this fight, I think, hard. Because like they go way too over ambitious, and now Jinx and Renata are there. And like Jinx also fired ult. And so we don't really get anything out of that. And now Jinx has 5 kills, or 6 kills actually. This is really good. Here, just to ult the wave, perfectly fine. Yep, backing is really appropriate. While this is happening, just take Krugs. You might as well just go get Krugs. Here, give me a second though. I'm gonna let this play. I'm kind of being notified by something. Okay, sorry about that. I'm back.
Should have back sooner.
Yeah, you might as well just get something out of this. At the same time, I can't tell whether or not you're level 9. I think you're level 8 here.
90 seconds.
But when you do hit level 9, let's make sure that we're always getting blue ward. We're always getting far sight.
Just be careful.
Yeah, they just get this tower here.
Having ult by now.
Trundle has flash in 1 minute.
But that's again because of like the overambitious play that we did earlier. We allowed her to take 3 waves. This is great. You're calling right now in comms to freeze
Jinx
this. This is
and Renata
perfect.
push up. Can we look to get Jinx to shut down with Jungle
I
and
reduce
mid-roam?
the volume here.
If she pushes up.
Yeah, this is really good here. You guys just freezing. This is fine. The wave will eventually come kind of closer to you, even if it is entirely by you.
Keep Jace
If he's going for vision, feel free to walk up and just run to him to take it.
he'll scale. And we can
Because like he's still getting gold for this. Every single time he's sweeping, he still gets that gold for the wards that you kill as well. Same thing as if he were to drop a pink. You still get the gold and he also gets the gold. You would share it.
fights. We just need to make sure
This is
Jace
good bot
is
lane
over.
freezing.
Well, he can shut all
anything.
down. So,
Vlad's up here. Vlad's up here.
Mid.
Perfectly fine, perfectly fine. This is still good.
I can kill her though.
She's very fed. Mid support's coming to TP from Shen.
Trundle, careful.
Flash and ult.
Yeah, the second we see we're not at top, we just hard shove bot, which is what you did. Good.
Trundle, careful.
Why did he?
Hey, you're backing here. You're gonna get Sheen. Nope, bad. Get Sheen here. You want Sheen because what you can do is you can get your Sheen procs, and the 20 extra AD is not going to be as good as a Sheen early. Lucian's power spike is essentially with the Sheen. Because like you're a caster, you're casting, right? Like you're constantly throwing out abilities. Every time you throw out an ability, you're getting a Sheen reset. Like you're constantly getting a reset.
I'm dead. No, you're good. I'm dead as fuck. I wasn't expecting the to do this.
Yeah, and I don't know what happens with your support's mic as well, but like we need to kind of fix those issues as well. Like he just doesn't talk, and when he does talk, we just don't know what he's saying. This is fine here. You might as well just ult the wave here if you can. Because like there's no way of you walking up safely. Oh, actually no, you can Q. Okay, that's fine too.
Let me go. Let me go.
You have Lucian ult. You have like.
Yeah. Right here, you E behind her. You should absolutely E or just use E Q W and then Gale Force and you'll kill her.
There's no reason not to ult.
And then like we ult for Renata when we should be focusing on Jinx. Like we need to focus on Jinx a lot sooner. Cause like it's so awkward here how you guys pull the trigger. Cause like right here, stay behind Jinx. Like, cause you know that Jace is coming up and they had to move back. You might as well dash right here and then just start hitting your ult. Cause then she has to awkwardly dodge back and forth.
Let me go. Let me go.
You have Lucian ult. You have like.
Cause now you guys are approaching at the same angle, and now she stuns one of you. And now he's also getting zoned. Yeah, and now you die, and now he's gonna die in a second as well.
Oh man.
It's just super, super awkward. But again, this is like as a result of the snowball early. We allowed her to get a couple kills early that it's just super unplayable at this point. But it's good to like understand what we do wrong and like how we can kind of prevent it.
Make sure we try to push her and give.
But yeah, Sheen would be good there. That's like you did that whole combo, and then the 20 extra AD didn't really matter much. You might as well just take Krugs on this play as well. Since you're just trying to kind of farm as much as you can. You're not even that significantly down at this point either.
I'm trying to steal this.
Jinx ult. No more Jinx ult.
Nice. And now Krug.
VOD.
Nice. Perfect.
Renata's coming behind you guys. There's a Jinx and Renata coming behind you guys.
You need to be aware of when to fight and when to farm though, because now your whole team is topside and you guys are making comms that, hey, we need to play around the Herald, and you're still bot. So in the case that they want to play Herald, you need to kind of back them up in the event that Jinx is bot still. Or Jinx is like split pushing or whatever. Because like she's significantly healthier than you, and you're not really doing much here in the bot lane alone.
Jinx
Like you don't get anything aside from like CSing, but like if the team is calling for a fight, then you need to follow up on that fight.
Okay.
Because like Jinx at this point as well has all the kills anyways, so it's not like she doesn't want to scale. Like she's just looking to scale.
Ping. I walk up to them and it's just 170 ping.
Oh. Oh fuck. Great heavens.
Yep, you're gonna come out of base. You can ult Trundle, or just ult for this fight. Again, we're coming at a weird angle. This is fine.
Ult again.
I don't think you should have flashed. I think you could have just killed him with ult. This is fine. And you could have just ran and just like ran around that minion and then just right here. You literally just need to run around and then ult. Or just walk slightly more forward and then ult. Because now we don't have flash for you for next fight. Like you get the kill and shut down, but it is what it is.
Going in though, we need to try to kite us out.
Yeah, I was getting tilted.
And again,
about the whole all thing.
Yeah, and again, we like go bot when we're trying to like buy vision. We need to be with the team when we're buying vision. Like when we are trying to go for vision, we should at least go for 110 on vision or 120.
Are we going for it? Yeah, we need to bait it.
Yeah.
We need to look for Jinx.
Okay, it's whatever. Now you guys need to reset. Nautilus is dead for his sins. Yeah, Vex took the scenic route. She should have just went down.
Hungry.
Yeah, immediately nice. Oh, you should. Okay. So this is kind of weird because you're running straight. If you run straight here, you still have a chance. because at least Jinx won't be able to hit you, because now you're running into this range and like she's able to fire like crit on you and him.
Oh,
Yeah, I was thinking he had his E on him, so like that's actually why I cut into the wave. I couldn't tell
You won't.
because like see how it did like the weird swirl thing around him
Mm-hmm.
with that, yeah, right there.
Like
So
here,
I thought he had his E on
here,
him.
if you're running, what you can do is you can E, heal so you get extra movement speed, and then start ulting behind you.
You won't.
So even if he does kind of follow it up, or even if he does try to heal you, like he just chunked you for
Mhm.
660, and then he does like 482 after. So what you could have done was you could have just tried chunking him a little bit, assuming that you didn't get
Mhm.
out the way first. But we need to be wary of like Vlad, and we need to be wary of other champions too, like that.
We only went.
I can all.
Yeah, and I mean the game's just done at this point as well. If you saw like them build tanky or sustain, we need to go healing reduction. Like even if you just want to go in this game Sheen second, or sorry, even if you want to buy the component Sheen and then a healing reduction, so an Executioner's Blade, or at least that's what I think it's called. I forget what it's called off the top of my head.
Choline or something.
Yeah, it's something
Executioner's
weird.
choline.
Either way, you should have got Executioners and Sheen, because now we're at a disadvantage where like you trying to buy into Essence Reaver isn't doing much for us because they all heal, and this is not just on you. This is a greater team problem because no one on the team has healing reduction.
Mhm.
Get out.
Like it's just super awkward. Healing reduction. One on the I skip ahead to the second game. Second game was a lot cleaner. You guys unfortunately did lose, but I mean, like, you guys lost with grace at least.
I think the Xayah skin looks a lot better.
Like Invader 5 point.
Just
5 point.
Just 5 point.
Red, I'm gonna gank
Oh.
top.
Yeah, that's fine. Warding that is perfectly fine. If you're gonna ward this, you might as well just run out.
I'm starting red. I'm gonna be starting blue, I think, though.
They went.
Bot.
He's already
Start
top.
top.
He's already top.
Okay, this is perfectly fine. What you could have done was, if you knew you were not going to invade and if you knew he was going to start top, you might as well have just went for cheese or delay your start so that make them think you're still leashing. You might as well just stay here hidden or stay in a bush hidden before the minions come to the lane, because now they're going to know automatically that you did not do the red.
Okay. Is it worth doing the cheese? Even so, like in this matchup, I feel like we're weaker early. Is it still just like the surprise advantage still worth it? You know, like we still win level 1.
Small little visual update.
The surprise advantage is good here, but I mean, like at the same time, you might as well just go for like an early game cheese, because you have Renata who can set this up with W, and like I forget who you're into. I think you're Xayah Rakan. You can easily just kill Xayah, like lock her down early with the W. All you need is just one W and you can free hit.
I haven't seen base Mordecai.
Because like right here, you guys instantly enter the wave. They know she started topside. They know Sejuani started topside. And it's not like Sejuani is a champion like Kayn or something else, or Lilia for that matter, that can solo start camps and you'll never know. But like in this certain circumstance, like they automatically know which camp you guys started. You know that they started bot, but there is no surprise factor here. Because if they just cut through the wave like they just did, and you guys are sitting inside this bush right here, this is Renata W hitting 2 people, and it'll hit the Xayah automatically. Sure, Rakan can answer with a W on top of you, but your damage out onto Xayah is still going to be greater than hers, even if she is going poke here. Because like you guys still have the exhaust as well. You can instantly exhaust her and look for a fight. On that play as well, because you guys were there earlier into the wave, you guys actually were like kind of aggro on the wave and pushing it, and so like now you're in a weird situation where it's not moving at all. It's actually standing still in the wave, or in the lane, sorry.
I don't know if we say it, but the thought process usually is we try to get level 2 first, like right here.
Yeah, no, this is good.
And that's
This
okay.
is good.
Well,
And just go for Xayah here. Yeah, good sidestep. Walk towards them. Don't be afraid to walk towards after you sidestep. Keep hitting. Nice. Nice. I think you could have just flash autoed.
Unlucky. But then I died to Xayah. Is that worth it?
See?
Unlucky.
Yeah, you would have. Okay, no, never mind. You're fine. I mean, even if you get first blood here, you're gonna get 400 gold. But like, sure, you're trading 400 or sorry 450 because it would be first blood. But at the same time, like she's getting the wave, so no, it would not be worth it. So yeah, no, you're right. It's like she's just gonna push it, and then she also is getting like hella solo XP, and your Rel is getting solo XP, but Rel versus Xayah solo XP is not. It's not better. And you should just let them froze here, or froze because you know Rel is gonna constantly look. This is fine. You need to stop kiting. Like you're constantly kiting here. Like you have rockets. We can stand still. Like we don't need to move. Like you're trying to move out for Rakan or something. But you still have flash. Like we do not need to move at all. And look, this is the time. Like you're still kiting, and by the time you try to fire one more, like look, you're still moving.
Do I not auto in between?
Well, you auto once, and then like there, and now you die flashing forward. You flash forward. But like on that play, instead of just moving constantly, we could have got a double here with just you hitting rockets. Let's say you run out of mana for rockets, you still have your normal machine gun, you just literally just auto Xayah here. You just stand still, auto Xayah. Stand still, because you're not kiting out her feathers. Her feathers were already thrown out, and like you flashed away from the E. I understand what you're doing here. You flashed away from Xayah E here, but you still end up dying because she's just gonna auto you anyways.
Oh, I just needed one more auto. Oh, well. No.
Also,
she's still in there. Oh,
he should have.
Nice.
Okay, that's fine. Like he should have instantly ran out and just. Here, I'll show you.
Needed one more auto.
On this play, just flash auto. There's no point in holding your flash. You just flash auto on Rel, and you would have gotten it.
No. She's still in there. Oh, she flashed over.
Also, we don't even need to do this. We can literally level up Q. Like right.
She's still in there.
Here, that minion dies. We hit level 3. Level up Q and just Q over the wall. We don't need to do this. Like we don't need to flash over. Because we don't even know she's there. You're calling she's there, but we truthfully have no idea where specifically she went. And then we're going super wide here when we can just run out. And I think it's fine. I think they actually killed Trundle here, which was crazy. That they do. Nice. And just back. Yeah, that was a very messy fight. And the wave was actually pretty good for you because it crashes as well.
Further there. Oh well. What happened?
Alright.
What shoot?
Got his blue side.
Rats are up.
He's heading there though.
Okay, this is fine. This is playing with respect. And now the wave bounces towards you. This is good.
8 minutes.
You might be getting ganked.
Again, same thing. Remember, if we don't have the push and we can't control that brush, then there's really no point in us placing a pink there. Normal ward is fine, but a pink ward, there's absolutely no reason to, because now we're just feeding them gold. We spent 75 gold just to give them 30 back. Like, they get this huge wave. They have so much aggression. They got a kill earlier as well, and we're not getting anything out of that.
Trundle's top. Trundle's top.
I'm walking.
Are you freezing or pushing?
I'm gonna play Trundle's top.
Here?
Yeah,
Freeze.
okay, yep.
I have no mana. No. I should pick.
Trundle's low. Take drag if you can get pressure.
I'm already topside.
Oh, okay. Yeah, true.
I honestly didn't expect you to kill Ornn that fast. That was surprising. Did you tank a tower shot?
Yeah, okay, so into poke Xayah. So Xayah's actually one of the counters to Jinx. But we B1's Jinx anyways. But the poke Xayah build is especially deadly. Only because she's gonna constantly look to poke you in and out of lane. If you want at that point as well, you don't want to necessarily get too close. You always just go for rocket form. You just go for rocket form when you're CSing and she's relatively close like that. Or you can always just try bouncing a trade off and just hitting her too. This is fine. This is fine. Jungle should be bought here and just kind of cover.
Alright.
You just gotta be careful.
Just don't hit the wave here. You fully just do not hit the wave. At most, you'd hit the minions that are dying, and you guys just let it push towards you, because now we're artificially pushing towards them.
They don't have flashes. They might have ignites.
A good try for W poke.
You can take it. Yeah, you can take
We're
it.
just gonna play super aggressive.
This is all still fine.
Right now.
Alright, I'm good now. Yep.
Okay.
Feels like
You guys go
Vlad's
in right
gone.
there.
Control
Nice.
feels like-
Stop putting it over. Put it immediately under. You're trying to prevent them from running out, but they can still move forward. You need to just put it directly under them. That way, even if it's Leona, even if it's Nautilus, Alistar, Rel, Rakan, Pike, any Thresh, anyone else, right, that we're trying to set up, they get double locked because she got W'd. She's getting W locked here. Rakan also would have gotten hit by that chain, and so this like sequence of events where now you're gonna get W'd or whatever by Rakan would not have happened to begin with.
We don't know where Trundle is. Be careful.
Nice. You guys end up killing anyways. Hard crash into Rakan and then back.
We'll shove this in.
This was way better than the first game. Nice.
We're on our way.
Yeah, they have no vision.
Yeah, my way. I can go.
Thank you.
I'll just show.
I think you guys should have just backed, but this is fine because Vex is here as well. Actually, okay, yeah, this is fine. And you guys just instant run down.
Jinx is on her way back.
Yep. Nice, good back. And off of that, what we're gonna do is we can literally get nice. To be honest, I would have liked boots.
I did.
Hold on, how much gold did you have? 1260. Let's see what you can.
I think I get pickaxe.
Yeah, you could do
That's
pickaxe.
usually what I do.
You could do pickaxe here.
Or at least that's what I default to.
Pickaxe boots. You have enough to build out Noon Quiver entirely.
I did.
You might as well have just gone for boots there.
Just
Because in this
boots.
lane, you're against Poke Xayah, who's going to try to poke you out. If she can hardly attack you as you're kind of zooming around the map, like on her screen at least, it's just way better.
Gotcha.
Because like I think you're also trying to
Trundle's just last spot.
buy into Noon Quiver quicker. But like Jinx is a champ that if you can get attack speed, you're just so much better. Pickaxe is fine. Zerkers would probably be most ideal in this situation, especially if she's poke, because then you can easily kind of like auto attack her.
Dodge and stuff. Okay.
Also,
He's going towards your red. Going towards your red.
I was gonna say it's really weird. It's not even up.
Waffle refresh when you can, bro.
Okay.
We can
Okay, he's bot side.
zone her. Like,
I'll refresh it on next reset.
all right, they have vision in my jungle. We have no vision in the
There's a ward in here.
tri-brush. Be careful.
Yep.
Bot lane.
Okay, this is good.
He's going
If
towards
you're
bot
okay, this is so weird. So this should not happen where like we need to ward these bushes on the way to lane. We don't need to ward it when we're in lane like that, like especially behind us, because now we're in this weird situation where now we're gonna get ganked. Rel should just leave. Rel just needs to W a lot sooner. Like we hold W off to last second. Like right here, you just W. You don't need to run.
All right, I'm gonna go.
Oh, hold on. Someone's screaming. Hold on. I have no idea what's happening. Hold on. Sorry. Oh, Jesus Christ. People are crazy nowadays. Someone's like screaming outside because of their dog or something.
For Rift.
Anyway, sorry about that. But Rel should immediately W way sooner than she did. And now as well, like, this is so bad because now we don't have exhaust for lane. Like, we're using exhaust on Trundle for what reason here? We're dead. We know we're gonna die. And like, it's so bad that we just use exhaust. Buy boots. Nope, you should have bought boots. Boots would have, like, you already had the components for a Noon Quiver as is. Wait, actually, before I keep saying buy boots, are you even able to purchase them, or do you have magical footwear?
I don't know.
I don't think I saw you take Biscuit this game, so...
Yeah, I was so confused.
No, yeah, you could purchase it. Definitely boots.
I was like, he's been
Come
bot
down.
for a while. I don't know if
Oh, I see him. Yep.
Because in the event that Trundle also goes bot, which you just said in comms as well, now we have boots to run out fully.
He's going towards top side. He's roaming towards top
This is a great freeze here.
Vlad's coming top side.
Or at least a slow push, because it's not truly frozen.
me as well. All of bot.
Yep, he's here.
Vlad's there. Vlad's
here.
there.
Just push
Yeah,
up
we'll
with
try
that and
yeah.
we can run.
We're gonna get the slime. We're gonna get the slime.
Yeah, their bot rotated up or something. I think Mord should not have ulted
zoning me
Vlad.
out.
He could have ulted Ornn. But I think he still wins this.
Let's just crash
Oh, I
this.
didn't press
Oh no,
W.
never mind. They hard lose? Yeah.
There's a
Bro.
Rakan's also walking. Rakan's top as well.
Okay, yeah, we just crash this. We get plating.
Yep, smart. You just called, just crash it, we get plating. Absolutely the correct idea here. Even if Xayah is underneath the tower, sure she can throw out the feathers, but you should just be looking to get plates here, because you're not trying to poke her out.
I'll 2-6 now.
Mm-hmm.
Nice, you get one plate at
Be
least.
careful for her E.
Yeah.
Fuck, there's a Rakan on me. Rakan's still here.
Nice, and now just back up and reset.
I didn't realize he would stay.
You can back up, reset, get boots, and a dagger.
Oh man.
Hey, Blake.
Oh, yeah, that's what I meant to make that danger. Trundle will become bot side, or Rakan will become bot side. Probably Trundle too.
Trundle's
But
mid.
Yeah, they double flashed.
We win. Oh, I was gonna say he doesn't have 6.
Yeah, I agree. I think your Rel should have absolutely went in there and then hard locked Rakan down. What he said was we win. So on this scenario here where he's crossing, Rel should move up immediately, W him and ult, and then that would prevent him from Eing away.
Oh,
Like we're just not pulling the trigger for some reason because we're scared.
He doesn't. Oh no, never mind. He has 6.
Like even if he has 6, it does not matter. Like you can still go for the kill. Like he charms Rel and then what? Then he's closer to her ult. So it's not beneficial.
We can go look.
Careful.
I should have R'd him when he was right there.
Not bottom.
Find this reset.
Yeah, I'm clearing my bot side, then resetting.
Might as well hard shove.
Yep, this is good. Just shoving in, and I'll reset again.
With you guys.
Even if Rakan backed, you just reset, because by the time you guys go for anything here, Xayah has ult. So it's not like it's going to be super beneficial.
She's gonna have ulti.
Like, the reason why you wouldn't dive is because, yeah, Trundle will cover, and she just has ult. And now you guys are in such a weird situation. It's like a back and forth. You might as well just have focus Xayah here. Yeah, nice, good flash. Nice, just run.
Vlad's walking down.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I got.
So, on this play here,
Vlad's walking down.
even if it's desperation, and I know it's like a split second thing where you got mana, you might as well just drop the E. Just in the event that your teammates don't need Trundle to walk back up. You can just try saving them.
Okay, I got Xayah.
Yeah, and now I think all of you guys died to Trundle.
Yep, you guys gotta get out if you can.
Oh, actually, do they? Yeah, okay, they do.
I'm gonna shove now.
Oh, that's Rel, not Sedge. Sorry, my bad. Wrong call. Meant to say Rel leave.
Yeah, and now Vlad is here as well. And he was calling Vlad was missing for a while, so like, we just need to reset. We need to be on tempo. We need to kind of think smartly. If Xayah is underneath tower alone, that's fine. It's whatever. And especially if we're pushing the way, we can still get a better back. Like, we can buy here. Going Kraken, like immediate Kraken, isn't too bad either here. It's fine. Definitely look to go Zerker second. Or in certain circumstances like this game, probably Zerker's first, and then build into Mythic. Because you don't necessarily need the Kraken. Like, especially this game as well, you're going to want to go Executioner second, just because there's not many options for you. You could go Executioner second and then fully build into Executioners, because it would be beneficial for you in the sense that you would have attack speed as well. You get attack speed, you can reduce their
Should Dad get out?
healing. Yeah, this is fine.
Goodness, no flash.
This is fine. He flashed for you.
He doesn't have ulti either.
good?
Oh, cool. She's gonna. Yep.
No. I don't know why he walked back. He should have immediately just W'd her. Yeah, this is kind of a dirty dive, but it still works out. Get Rakan flash. Now she just has to run out. Oh, she dies.
Oh, he's way.
Yep, this is fine. This is fine. You can get this wave. Alternatively, you could hold the wave outside of your tower as well, just to hold up a freeze. But it would take maybe, let's say, 10% of your HP, because you would have to soak in the damage.
Oh, I meant to say on my way, but be careful because they could be coming.
3 are at Herald. Orange top. I'm toying with them.
I'm walking up there.
Careful.
Rakan Mia
Two
still,
hole.
so I don't think he's top, but
Be careful.
the guy hasn't been bought for half a year.
I got a flash.
There's more than just him in here. There's Rakan, I think, still here too.
Oh, found Rakan. Oh, frick.
Making my way towards you.
Let's break that down again.
Here.
I got a
Okay,
flash.
push in here, and then you can go for Krug since you have no vision and you have like no awareness of where anyone is. You should not be the one to ward this. It should definitely be support. Support has warding items, so this is bad on support. Also, you never want to push until you have vision control. Like, you guys don't have any vision control, and then you guys decide to push. But by the time you guys decide to push, you guys are walking back. Like, we don't really care about. Oh shoot. Oops.
Come on, you guys got it.
Coming.
Sorry about that. Try to see. I kind of fucked up right now.
I'm toying with
Dang
them.
it. I think it's this play right here. Okay, thank God we found it.
Mm-hmm.
So on this play here, we don't really care about this ward. Like, no one's gonna enter the wave or the lane, so it doesn't matter. We need to establish vision control over here, behind us, and possibly in the river, like deep in the river by the dragon pit.
There's more than just him in here. There's Rakan.
We don't really care about that specific brush because now you're in a situation where now they were waiting the entire time to gank.
Making my way towards you. He's so fucking
Thank
low.
God.
Oh, it's on the wrong fucking. I thought it was on 3. It's my bad.
Yeah, and that's just bad practice how you guys are just kind of pushing. As well, if you have W, you might as well just W that bush because you have no knowledge of where they are. And if they are sitting in that bush like they were, then you get a lot of vision and you get a lot of info from
You
that.
think we can do this?
Yeah, they don't have ultis. Maybe Xayah ult, but
Nice, good grab. I'm coming down there too.
I'm just gonna run it out.
I'm walking down. I'm still a decent ways away. Never mind, you guys got it.
Alright.
We don't see Trundle. Be careful.
I'm just gonna stay down here and try and get pressure for drag.
If we get this tower too.
Orn has no TP, so he's stuck up there.
Do you have ulti?
Yep.
Okay.
Vision in that bush.
Uh-oh.
Vlad's missing. He just took wave and ran away.
Vlad by our red.
Yeah, he put down a ward.
Careful, we don't know where Trundle is still.
Yeah, this is good. This is
Be careful,
good.
bro, you're far as fuck up.
Right here. Vlad.
This is
Come
really
on.
aggressive here. But you guys still
Yeah.
kill. He should have waited on the W
Careful,
to
Trump.
go into
We have
Vlad.
Rakan
But
behind
this is a
us.
great
You
5v5.
win.
I'm
You guys
ulting,
need
I'm
to kill
ulting
Vlad here.
Vlad.
Nice.
So
He ulted
Rakan-
Vlad away.
Rakan's dead, everyone's
and he
dead other than
wins.
you two.
Nice.
Nice.
Perfect.
He's dead.
And now what you would do is bot lane is
Drake
just
in
push
mid,
bot.
Drake in mid.
If Xayah is even there, like,
Xayah's
it's fine. You
bot,
guys can
so
reset.
she's Ornn mid.
I'm gonna clear wolves real quick.
Yeah, this play isn't too bad either. It's just that you guys don't really have any waves.
Oh,
And so this kind of is more difficult than it needs to be. But yeah, you might as well just back here. I definitely think Mord and Sejuani really trolled that. I don't know why they're in that area, especially since Xayah
Back
showed
towards me.
there's no point. Oh, he went Thornmail. No wonder.
We
Yeah,
can't
on
take
Mord,
this
you don't go
break
Thornmail. You had to
unless we get these
go
skills.
Oblivion Orb because
Go for
Oblivion
Xayah,
Orb
go
is
for
what's
Xayah.
going to
Flash,
proc
flash,
your
flash.
healing
Okay,
reduction.
yeah, and they took blast. We take this.
Be careful.
No, they're all
No,
there,
that's
they're all
dangerous.
there,
Yeah, you
they're
guys do
all
not go for
there.
dragon. Bro, feel free to talk and speak up. I can hear like you're hesitating like in these like comms, you're hesitating
Yeah, we gotta fight
talking.
that, bro.
because like you want others to speak up, but like if they don't have a lot of good game plan, then you need to also be that voice.
He's low as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like it's about trusting
Yeah.
your teammates, but it's also about trusting yourself. Like you need to be vocal.
Good stuff.
Hey, Trundle, we
And now
can
you
do
guys
this.
reset. This is really deep. You guys just need to get out here
No, it's
as a
flat.
team.
Norn, we don't win though.
This is fine. Good
I
Zerkers
want
by.
that for-
But yeah, so we had enough for Zeal, but we also could have just
Flat,
got
Norn, we don't
healing
win.
reduction straight out too.
Shove on
Mm. Yeah.
And like again, the healing reduction attack speed item, I forget the name of it. It'll provide you with so much because you're getting crit, you're getting attack speed, and you're getting the healing reduction. And their entire team heals.
Yeah.
And then like your third item could also be just LDR. Because you're gonna need LDR for Trundle, you're gonna need it for
Ornn and-
Vlad, and
yeah.
you're gonna need it for Ornn. Like RFC here is pretty bad because like they had to come close to get you sure, but at the same time like you're Jinx who has extended Q, and they don't really have any range abusers who are gonna absolutely be able to punish you.
I have ult as well.
But this is a play where it's fine to stay bot because like they're super aggro pushing this. They need to be vocal on, like with you guys as a team, and you guys need to talk about whether or not you actually want to go for these fights mid game because it seems like your team always wants to go for these weird fights. But yeah, Hurricane as well, not really good here. Mainly because they're gonna try to run you down, and you attacking 3 bolts is not gonna do much in the context of reducing their HP, or just doing health based percentage damage. Did you go cut down this game?
I forgot we were 4v5. I heard it last sec.
I really don't know off the top of my head now.
No?
Usually I go the 40% one. Coup de grace.
You should go cut down this game because yeah, because they have 3 tanky members. Usually the general rule is if they have 2 tanky members, just go cut down. It's gonna be a lot easier for
Okay.
you late game.
Do it in time.
I'm on my way. Careful, very careful. This is a 3v5, but it looks good so far.
I have no way to
I'm here
get
too.
there. I
I'm
can
here
try and
too.
TP. I'm coming, but I'm late.
You're good. Just kite it out, kite it out. This is still fine. They used a lot, and they don't have stuff from last fight, so we have the reset advantage. Keep going, keep going, keep going. There's one. I'm gonna get a boost. Hey, keep going, keep going, keep going. I got a boost.
Nice.
I got this one with ulti. Oh, never mind.
Nice, this is still good. This is still good.
I got him.
I'm gonna push mid.
Beautiful ult there, by the way.
Pushing mid and pushing top.
Beautiful ult. Yeah, and good call. And you know what's funny? This whole play is you constantly calling and you shot calling, and it actually goes successful. Like this entire play is you are the only one, you can't hear it right now, but you are the only one talking, and you're the one saying we go top and we push mid.
I'll take it.
This is perfect. Like you have great shot calling capabilities. I need to hear more.
Oh my.
I think what I'm gonna do is I think I'm gonna just tell support, you know what, it's fine to do whatever you want right now. But in terms of team dynamic, I really want mid and AD to step up as shot callers. Because like I don't think jungle is shot calling too much either.
Who's up with him?
Be careful, they're all coming up. Xayah and
Beautiful
Vlad are down.
flash. Get out.
That was a weird interaction.
Yeah, I don't know.
You had to flash there because you don't know what's behind him.
I have Shadow Flame now. I'm gonna get Death Cap.
Still fine, still fine. Just back here, and let's say you didn't want to go healing reduction like this early. You would have to go LDR. You'd have to go.
Oh my.
You'd have to build kind of that component for LDR.
Oh.
I'm really bad
Yeah,
with
worded into
item
this
names
button.
today. I don't know why.
Somebody's catch that bot wave.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, no, you do not buy IE here.
Are you
You'd
gonna-
have to go
Mhm.
LDR. Oh, there we go. You went healing reduction
Careful,
eventually.
you're-
But now we're also going stopwatch. Stopwatch is going to be a double-edged sword because we're delaying our spikes and we're delaying the damage we're outputting.
I got a lot of
650 gold for a one-time use. Like you're not gonna want to buy GA this game, I don't think, or you won't buy GA like deep into this game at least. You definitely should just go LDR. To get LDR in that certain circumstance, I think that you just need to sell your Doran's Blade. Doran's Blade or any starter item sell is usually good when you need gold for a third item or even second item for that matter. A lot of times people will
Okay.
sell it for a second item. It's gonna fall off. Don't worry about like losing 80 HP or anything like that.
Well, yeah,
Especially if
yeah.
we do kind of work towards that second win / overgrowth 80 carry build.
Yeah. I used to run that a lot. I like that a lot. Especially when Doran's shield was huge.
handle. Alright. Careful. Careful. We have no reason to fight.
Is Dorn Shield bad?
Yeah, I mean, there is
Not
ADs?
not necessarily. It depends. If you're gonna be going up
Have
into like
everything up, like
Xayah,
flash,
Xerath, or
I
something like something super oppressive and cancerous that
I'm
you really
behind
can't
Ward.
play, you might as well get Dorn
I'm on the
Shield.
weaker side.
It got
Okay.
nerfed for
Sorry,
sure, but I
sorry.
mean it's not bad at all on ranged.
I'll
Like
get
Where we going?
I'm gonna look for the
it's just
jungle.
kind of whatever. Like you might as well just get that so you sustain. It's also good into some
I'm coming in, but
enchanters
I'm on the
or
back side.
sorcerers who
Yeah.
are go in
Support.
the bot lane.
I'm on the
Yeah.
weaker side.
Well, not even
Wait,
support.
sorry,
If you're
sorry.
against Ziggs,
Which?
let's say you're against
Oh,
Ziggs, Xerath,
yeah.
or Ziggs Brand or something.
Mhm. I see
So,
what you mean.
so this is so weird because the whole team is like approaching this fight on different
Coming in,
angles.
but I'm on the back side.
Rel actually flashes in, and so like this is a team issue where you guys need to calm because now Vex is randomly below, and now you and the other guys are dealt like this weird hand where you had to basically try your best to like turn this fight, but like there's no point here, and you're just dead. Yeah.
You guys were all
Mhm.
dead. I was in there.
No, but I don't think it was heard.
Needed
I went on
time to
front.
get.
I'm up in bot.
There we go. Here they get inhib, but they don't go for end,
Yeah,
which is
they're all-
fine.
Come over.
I think biggest takeaway for you that I can see right now is being a more vocal
If you run
presence.
towards bot tower-
Absolutely having a more like defined voice. It's a great flank by Rel, by the way. Like
Keep
that
going back in,
that
go
was a
back in.
good flank from you guys.
Careful, that's IO.
And you guys can keep going. Nice.
Wait for E, watch for E.
I hit her with ult.
Yeah, you are calling watch for E. Like when you are the one shot calling, it's turning out good. Awayn and you should be a really good pairing for shot calls.
Alright, I'm basing.
And off of this play, you would just stay mid. You would immediately just go mid and try to hard push mid as best as you can.
Could be running-
Yeah, itemization is the biggest takeaway though from you and that
Mhm.
vocal presence. But I think like this game, especially itemization, would have won you the game actually. If you went LDR early, it should have won you the game.
Let's do it.
Okay, let's look at what
They're in
happens here.
between. They're in between. They're
Alright,
here.
don't go that way. Don't go that way.
Okay, this is bad because you guys didn't even reset. Like you guys, look how much gold everyone's carrying. Every single member of your
Mhm.
team, aside for support right now, has plus 1,000, 1,200, or well, I guess not more, but 1,000, and then you're sitting at 2,500. You guys need to back and then maybe look for this. Like this is so weird because they're coming off a back. They have tempo.
Trying to clear out
When
mid real
what
quick.
tempo means is essentially they have movement speed and they also have better buys than you guys because you guys just killed them.
Need to clear
So
mid
whatever
first.
damage you
Mhm.
guys just dealt in the last team fight, you're not going to be able to reliably do it again because they can be tankier, they can be more aggressive, they can also have stopwatches this time around. There's a lot of like what if scenarios here, and unfortunately, it just does not work out for you guys too well.
I went on jungle.
And like we absolutely
Mhm.
should have just backed after we killed them
I'm on him.
and just went mid because like no one has backed yet.
Mhm.
And now this is just extremely messy where everyone's just dying. I think it still works out, but like it should not be like working out like
Careful,
this
Vlad's coming back. But
because like we're giving over
We're
shutdowns.
all very low though. Careful of his ult.
Yeah,
Careful of
and
Vlad ult.
this is fine. And now you guys just run.
1 or 2
Yep.
fights, good.
That's
Yeah, we
good,
gotta
very
get
good.
base.
I
I'll
can
push
get
top
base.
wave after I take my gromp.
Oh, Vlad.
Vlad.
Such
On my way.
a nice W. Oh,
Alright, I'm gonna back
Conquer! Protect him.
This is
Get
so
out.
weird.
I don't know if he.
We kill him.
Like this is the strength of our comp though. Like we just never die. That's why we're super tanky, and then we're always just procking.
I have.
Yeah,
But yeah, we do need to back a lot sooner. We do need to buy. You just bought out LDR just straight up. That was good. But you definitely could have needed in prior fights where the damage was absolutely necessary. Also, Runins with LDR, this game is really good because now you're going to be able to apply it to a lot of different members rather than just one with RFC.
We have drag. We need to go to drag. We have to go to this.
But
Vlad
just
free.
get the LDR before, like, switch those two. The
LDR
timing.
super aggressively early. Yeah, for sure. Good try to go for steal. But I mean, like, if you can, don't wait till they have 1,000 armor. Just buy LDR second or buy LDR third,
Yeah.
right?
See it early enough. Yeah, it's a new. It's something that have it.
It's still good. It's still fine. This is exactly what we're playing. This is exactly what we practice. This is your guys' first scrim block in terms of like after a while. So it's fine.
Careful.
This is still a fine fight. This is still a fine fight. You need to be in team fights a lot sooner too. This is still good. This is still good. If you can, you might as well have just free hit it because like over the wall here, you could have free hit it that entire time. And now you accidentally like just die. Yeah, and I think that's gonna be game here. Oh my god. God damn it, I did it again. Okay.
I think you clicked right on spot though. Oh no. Right there.
It's around here or
I think so.
something.
I think this is right when we died. And then the end.
Yeah, and then the end. But yeah, the LDR a lot sooner would have been better for you, and then just going healing reduction. Because like now we're at a point where like no one has healing reduction other than you. I don't think like Mord has it on Thornmail, and like it's not super beneficial on Mord on Thornmail because like he could proc it on a lot of members and burn them too for like his passive with Morello's, and like mid doesn't have it at all either. And like these are itemization things. I think you guys did not lose this game due to macro. You guys need to have better dragon control and better objective control, and vision is a huge thing. But at the same time, I really need to see itemization step it up, and we'll talk about this tomorrow during practice. Like it's not just you itemizing. I don't want to say it as if I'm like ragging on you or anything like that. It's not just you. It's on the team in general. We have a severe lack of like what we want to build. Like we don't situationally build. We always go for cookie cutter, and we need to make sure that we are stepping up for situational builds.
Okay.
Okay. But I think that's good for now, right? And then tomorrow we can kind of go over tomorrow's practice, and hopefully, I swear to God, hopefully tomorrow should have the VODs and stuff like that in terms of like team overall and specific players, what they should have done on their own part of this scrim.
Gotcha.
All right. I'm going to head out now, though. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you.